Thank you for all coming out today to hear me speak. I'm here to speak on a pandemic that has swept the nation by surprise and taken lives of estimated millions. It has shown to be deadly if not handled with proper caution. With that said, I'm here today to only educate you on how to best avoid getting affected yourselves. The COVID-19, or better known as the coronavirus, is a respiratory illness that can spread from one individual to another. The virus has first had its outbreak in Wuhan, China. The virus is said to be spread by droplets of saliva from either the nose or the mouth when it is infected with a person that coughs or sneezes. Touching surfaces or objects that have already been exposed to the virus and then having contact with them, your mouth, eyes, or nose, can also cause the virus to spread. It is just as important to avoid or be aware of the symptoms that come along with the virus. The early signs include, but are not limited to, cough, shortness of breath, and a fever. And if it becomes severe, you should be aware that the symptoms are even more aggressive, such as anemia in both lungs, multiple organ failures, and in some cases, even death. A recent example of the devastation of the virus is the usher who attended my aunt's church unfortunately died due to the coronavirus. Due to that, the spouse of the deceased and other members of the church are now currently being quarantined due to being exposed. In the U.S. alone, the total estimated amount of cases are 239,000, and the total loss of life is estimated to be 5,443. For those that haven't made contact with the coronavirus, I am now going to share with you some good prevention actions to keep you safe. And it has been said that people of a certain age or with a severe chronic condition such as heart disease, diabetes, and lung disease should take special precaution due to being at a higher risk. Now I'll provide the following examples. Avoid contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth without washing your hands. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds and use alcohol-based hand sanitizer if soap and water is not available, and make sure it has 60%. Refrain from smoking and doing other actions that might cause lung failure or affect your lungs. Practice social distancing and avoid travel and stay away from large crowds if possible. Do not wear a mask unless you are caring for someone that has been affected or you are affected yourselves. In the past few weeks, I have made several adjustments to comply with the rules, and I'm no longer working in the office myself. I make sure that I take vitamins to continue to build my immune system, and also I stay in the house more than I go out to make sure I take proper caution. Following the above steps will also help you decrease the chances of being a carrier of the virus yourself. If you believe you have already been exposed to COVID-19, it is important that you be aware of the following suggestions I am about to provide to you now. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your mouth when you are sneezing and coughing, and also do that with a tissue and dispose of it right away. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Wear a mask when you are around other people. Clean and disinfect your house daily to make sure it does not spread. And many people are not taking the virus very seriously. And while others are reacting in fear, I am simply here just trying to educate you on how to prevent being exposed and to be aware of your surroundings. The COVID-19 shows no sign of slowing down. And as soon as people realize the first step of minimizing the spread is with themselves or us as a whole. If we can commit to the rules placed by the government, then we should be able to slow it down and eventually put a cease to the deadly virus itself. If we all do our part, we shall all come together to put a stop to the coronavirus/pandemic. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry.
Now you gotta do it all over.
No, I'm done. I'm just